Yeah, I forgot about this spot. A little snowy for walking. Right next to the 24-hour fitness where people are getting their Thanksgiving Day pumps on. It's interesting. This is the parking area. Some people have taken the time to squeal their tires on the slippery snow. And it's pretty active around here, even on Thanksgiving. Some people celebrate it in different ways. Alright, so this is the first time I've seen that they don't allow archery. Neighborhood watch program in the park. I've never seen that before either. That's a unique situation that they have around here. There's like 100 people here at least at the 24-hour fitness, and then they got all this parking around here that they could squeeze people in. I find it interesting that these two truckers are parked in this lot too. So it really shows how people can park their cars here overnight with little to no problem. See, this used to be a bank of some kind. They don't want to give the name of the bank, but they kept this old sign up on that. There's an old sign over there too. Now it's an orthodontist place, but people don't dare park overnight near a bank. You just don't do it. It's like suspicious activity if you're parked too close to a credit union or bank, or even a school overnight, because you could be doing something. Yeah, you can see it's an orthodontist. This would be where they pull in to get their money and whatever. But I steer clear of the banks myself, just because they're pretty nasty. Their power is great. All right, they have a lot of influence over cops, in large part because of movies, but I mean, life inspires movies too. Bank robberies and all that. People still try. Even though they've cut down the amount of sugar they advertise there, they cut it down, reduced sugar preserves. It's still too much. They need to bring that down to 1 or 0. 4 is too much. This is slightly addicting. This stuff is still slightly addicting. I feel like eating more of it. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to stop. But they're going in the right direction. They're not finished in their journey. Okay, so the way Thanksgiving looks to me, just walking around and seeing the activity, I see a lot of grocery stores that are closed, and restaurants. Some restaurants are open, but that gives me the impression that maybe it's a time to give people the opportunity to reflect on what life was like in the homesteading lifestyle with the pioneers. You learn about what it's like to prepare foods inside the home. It gives you that opportunity. Since there's so many places that are closed down, you're left with just the home dwelling lifestyle and taking care of the preparations on your own. It's that opportunity, at least. Not everybody takes it, but it's kind of an opposite perspective on how homesteaders were living back in the pioneer days, because most of the food was already prepared in the home. So Thanksgiving would almost be like a way to get out of the house and go somewhere else and eat. All right, and that's the case. What's going on? So there's no 100% complete perspective change on this. Just maybe in the majority sense of how our lifestyles are lived today compared to yesterday. We didn't always have grocery stores around. There were some restaurants, the inn, where some foods were prepared, but it's not as ready-made, microwave accessible, get Insta meals within 5 minutes or less. Convenience. You didn't have those convenience stores back then, and since a lot of those convenience stores are shut down, it's one day out of the year that you sit back and reflect and have to like tell yourself that there's no convenience store, and it's not even an entire day, because this grocery store, Smith's, closed down at 4 p.m. So it's really, and it'll be reopened at 6 a.m. So really it's only a few hours, all right, that people have to like think that their options aren't available. And it doesn't even matter how much money you have. Well, it kind of does, but you can't just have them open up the store unless you gave them a lot of money to just have the manager or whatever walk in and open up just for you. That's how the businesses are running. Businesses clearly don't like to shut down, like Smith's open till 4. This is just, I'm in a busy city anyway, in the South Salt Lake area. I'm not even looking north. You see all those lights in the background. If you look north, it's even double, triple that for a light show. So there's a difference in perspective. I was pondering with this meal, this event. It's an event. So how we interpret it is different today compared to how it was interpreted back then. It's much more sugar filled today, and when you have to make your own food, I don't know, just back in the day when they had to make their own food, sugar wasn't as readily accessible because the processing was a little more painstaking and harder to do, but nowadays sugar is a lot more readily available, and you can make anything taste good with that accessibility. I mean, I read a few years ago in India they had sugar that they're having difficulty getting rid of, so they got amalgamated factories over there, and we have plenty of factories here. We have sugar beet factories that have shut down, maybe because of outside foreign competition or something. But yeah, that's it.